You're listening to WTIM, your information station. It's time now for your expanded local news. A jury has found former Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson guilty of second-degree murder in connection with the deadly shooting of Sonia Massey. Grayson had been charged with 3 counts of first-degree murder for the killing, which happened in Springfield on July 6th of 2024. In the 8-day trial, the jury could have found the deputy guilty of first or second-degree murder or not guilty entirely. A conviction of second-degree murder may lead to a sentencing of between 4 and 20 years in prison. Grayson could alternatively face probation with no prison sentence at all. The jury reached the decision around 2 p.m. on Wednesday afternoon. The judge presented the verdict just 28 minutes later, and the sentencing date is yet to be determined. Governor J.B. Pritzker was in Taylorville on Wednesday morning to sign an executive order helping farmers. The governor spoke at Ben and Linda Curtin's farm in Taylorville to talk farming, the ag crisis, and what Illinois is doing to help farmers. Governor Pritzker says that due to Donald Trump's tariffs, a lot of countries aren't buying corn and soybeans like they used to, and it's now hurting Illinois farmers.
The simple truth is this, Illinois farmers feed the world. From the soybean fields of Champaign County to the cornfields of Christian County, our agriculture community is the backbone of Illinois' economy. And it's a vital economic engine for the entire U.S. economy. But today, Illinois farmers are under attack, not by drought or by flooding, not by pests or by disease, but by the reckless policies of the Trump administration and the Republican-controlled Congress. And I want to be clear about what has happened. While Donald Trump tweets from his golf course when he feels personally slighted by a foreign leader, Illinois farmers are losing their livelihoods. And while Donald Trump falsely brags about winning trade wars, U.S. farmers are the ones who truly are paying the price.
The governor says that President Trump is more concerned about working with Argentina and other South American countries. Governor Pritzker says that tariffs have cost Illinois farmers, and while it may not matter to the president, it does matter to him.
And tariffs on Canadian imports have raised the cost of fertilizer, farm machinery, and parts by anywhere from 10 to 35%. Illinois farmers are losing anywhere from $100 to $200 per acre as soybean prices have collapsed, at one point below $10 per bushel, below break even now, below survival levels. That may not matter to folks like Donald Trump and Scott Bessent, but it sure as hell matters to the fourth-generation family farmers who are being forced to sell off their farms, their land, piece by piece.
Governor Pritzker says that he is concerned over the president promising help and not delivering, which is why Illinois is stepping in. The governor says that Illinois is on their side.
Hoping to buy back the farmers' support, Donald Trump promised farmers help. It's now October, and not a single dollar has reached our farmers. Farmers are going bankrupt because of his policies, many more this year than last year and years before. Somehow Trump found $20 billion for Argentina, but for Illinois farmers, nothing. But farmers don't want handouts anyway. Farmers work hard. They want business, not a bailout. They want open markets so they can sell their goods. They want willing buyers. They want their customers back. They want stability and not chaos. So to all the farmers who may be listening today, Illinois is on your side. The U.S. government should be opening doors for you, not slamming them shut. Illinois is promoting our farmers from right here and your crops to our international trading partners. We want Illinois farmers to compete on a level playing field. We believe that your tax dollars shouldn't prop up our foreign competitors.
The executive order declares an agriculture trade crisis. This orders state agencies to help farmers in any way possible, including providing resources and tools that are available to help farmers.
That's why today I'll be signing an executive order declaring an agricultural trade crisis in the state of Illinois. This order directs our state agencies to take immediate action, promoting domestic markets for agricultural commodities and expanding health resources for our rural communities. We're going to continue to use every tool at our disposal to support our farmers. While Washington stands with Argentina and with Brazil, Illinois stands with you. We will look to create and open markets wherever we can, continuing to advocate for a change in U.S. national policy and fight every single day to ensure that Illinois agriculture survives this crisis and emerges stronger. Our Illinois Department of Agriculture stands ready and at your disposal to assist in every way so that our farmers can get past this terrible period and get to the other side.
Jerry Costello is the director of the Illinois Department of Agriculture and says that he encourages farmers to reach out if they need help. He urges farmers to call 1-833-FARM-SOS or 1-833-327-6767.
These trade policies have wreaked economic havoc and instability in our ag communities. Farmers deserve better than what they're receiving from our federal government. Lastly, and I would ask any member in the media and all of you to please take this number down, 833-FARM-SOS. 833-FARM-SOS. It's our Farm Family Resource Initiative. It's a mental health helpline. There's a text option, an email option, as well as 6 free telehealth visits with a mental health professional. Farmers are going through a financial crisis right now, and bluntly, it's one that our federal government has created with these trade policies. We need to do everything that we can to support them. It's my honor to ask Cameron Yost from DCEO to the podium. Thank you.
And to hear the whole press conference, visit this story at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. CEFS Head Start is a federally funded program with years of experience, and 2 of their locations reside in Christian County, one in Taylorville and the other in Pana. Their approach to early childhood learning is more than just literacy and smarts. It's about developing social skills while providing a more stable environment and several screenings that focus on the child as a whole. From eating breakfast and lunch together in a family-style setting to preventative screenings, children and the families that they serve are provided with the utmost attention to health, wellness, social life, and classroom work. Nicole Gardewine is the program director for CEFS Head Start and talks first about the bulk of what the program entails.
For anyone who might not be familiar with Head Start, we are a federally funded early childhood program. We serve children ages birth to 5 and their families. And we're focusing on school readiness, but really what makes us unique is we focus on the whole child. So we're also focusing on their health, their nutrition, family support, social emotional growth. We're really wanting to make sure our goal is that every child enters kindergarten confident, healthy, ready to learn. Here specifically in Christian County, we have a Taylorville site. We have a site in Pana. We're actually spread out in 7 counties throughout Clay, Christian, Effingham, Fayette, Montgomery, Moultrie, and Shelby. We have sites everywhere. But here we have our sites in Taylorville and Pana.
Gardewine provides an idea on the teacher's input in the day-to-day and the family-style meals that are made each and every day.
These classrooms are really truly a special place. They are play-based, hands-on learning. The children are out there, they're learning through exploration, creativity. It's preschoolers. So just those interactions with one another. Our teachers are focusing on literacy, math, problem solving, but we also really work on those social skills. So 3 and 4-year-olds are really needing to work on learning how to share, taking turns, expressing their feelings, building those friendships. So that's a big part of their day-to-day. And then kind of going back to that whole child approach, we are providing family style meals. So when the children come in, we have breakfast, lunch, and an afternoon snack. We're really focused on nutrition. They're warm, healthy meals. But the classroom staff all sit down with the children and they're passing the meals around, having them work on dipping the food out. It can get a little interesting at mealtime with 3 and 4-year-olds, but those are great skills to learn. We're also doing hearing and vision screenings and developmental screenings within 45 days of all the children entering the program.
And with being federally funded, 90% of the children that the program works with are from families at or below the poverty line. Gardewine explains how the funding gets put to good use.
we're really wanting to support that environment with the family. We have family advocates that work with every single family in the program. They go out and meet with them. We do goal setting with them. We connect them and refer them to some of our community resources, and just let them know what all's out there and what they can be a part of. And then we host fun family nights for them. We have parenting events where we call them Parent Connect. It's just a time for the parents to get together, talk about the challenges of parenting. And then we provide, just some fun, different activities and things that they can do and things they can do at home with their child. And then the last thing too, I think is really unique about our program is just the focus we really have on the child's health and dental needs. And I think that's something when you think about, oh, it's preschool or it's an educational program, you don't think about, we're actually taking children to the dentist. And then if there's work that needs done on their teeth, we're transporting them, sometimes out of town because we don't have a lot of pediodontists in this area. And so we might transport over to Indiana, up to Chicago, if our children are needing some extensive dental work done.
And parents are far from forgotten in this mix with regular visits and parenting nights.
We are a program that, like I mentioned, we're federally funded. We are geared towards, we work towards, have priority of children that, families might be experiencing homelessness, low income families, families that, are dealing with the foster system, DCFS. So there may be, some different things going on that they need some extra support with. Let's just take the example of, a family without housing. We're able to go in there and refer them to agencies in town. CFS has an outreach program, so we'll work with them on housing, or there's a lot of great community programs. And so if you move to this area, you have no idea what's there to help you out. So we want to make sure they're aware of what there is in the program and be able to support them. Maybe it's looking for a new job, applying for. We have several parents that we've helped out with getting signed up for college. They're wanting to, they've had their child and they're like, oh, this is what I want to do, but I just don't know where to go. And our family advocates have all those resources to help connect them. We sometimes have events where we have community programs come in, and the parents can just learn more about them as well. So.
And the Taylorville location is looking to hire a teacher's aide and assistant to get their second classroom back up and running. Gardewine is proud of the team that's under her and the benefits and offerings that come with working for CEFS Head Start.
We have some job openings currently. I just want to first start by saying, I've talked so much about our program and everything. It is such a rewarding place to work. You get to make a difference every single day, helping children, helping families reach their goals. There's just not a better feeling that you can have. But if you're interested in working for a program like ours, you can go to our website, which is www.cefseoc.org. And you can click on there and see all of our employment opportunities. There's a detailed listing of all of our benefits. We have excellent benefits. We provide training and professional development, and we also have $1,000 new hire incentive bonus going on right now as well. So you can see all of that information on there. But I do want to just specifically mention here in Taylorville, we have 2 classrooms, but we have not been able to start up one of our classrooms because of a couple of job openings that we're needing to fill. And that is for a teacher assistant and a classroom aide. And so with a teacher assistant, we would like you to have experience working with children. But we actually, as long as you have the minimum requirement of a high school diploma or equivalent, we will help you, if you do not already have, obtain a CDA, which is a credential. And as long as you are able to get that within 12 weeks of hire, we cover the cost of that. We do a lot of extensive training. But the minimum requirement is, like I said, that you've had some experience working with children, and then that high school diploma.
Find out more information on CEFS Head Start by visiting cefseoc.org. Nicole Gardewine appeared as a guest on the WTIM Morning Show. And this will conclude the first portion of your expanded local news, and it's brought to you by First National Bank of Taylorville.
The holidays will be here before you know it, and you always need more money to take care of all the gifts Santa is giving. Mackenzie Vaudry here, Universal Banker at First National Bank in Taylorville. We have several loan products, from our home equity line of credit to consumer loans, and even a Christmas Club account to take care of Santa next year. Stop by and visit with me, Mackenzie, for the money you need this holiday season. First National Bank in Taylorville, first every time for 70 years, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Illinois Senate has approved a resolution introduced by State Senator Steve McClure of Springfield to honor the life of Charlie Kirk, a First Amendment advocate and nationally known radio host who was tragically killed last month while attending a public event in Utah. The measure, or Senate Resolution 427, passed unanimously on October 16th and recognizes Kirk's influence as a speaker, author, and founder of Turning Point USA. The resolution formally recognizes Kirk's passing and extends a shared sadness on behalf of the members of the Senate to his family, his friends, and those who appreciated his work. It also states that a copy of the resolution will be presented to his family as a symbol of the state's recognition of his impact. Charlie Kirk, who was born in Arlington Heights, Illinois in 1993, gained a large following as the founder of Turning Point USA, an organization focused on promoting public discourse and political discussion among young people. Over the years, he had become a voice in conservative media, known for his admiration of free speech and active debate on college campuses across the country. His life, however, was cut short on September 10th of 2025 when he was fatally shot during a Turning Point USA event at Utah Valley University. Senator McClure said that Kirk's legacy continues through the many students and supporters that he had inspired to participate in open discussion and the democratic process as a whole. Find out more information on Senate Resolution 427 by visiting Senator McClure's website at senatormcclure.com. Between Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cyber Monday, mixed with the holidays, the Better Business Bureau is noticing an uptick in scams. While these dates are considered the most essential retail days of the year, the Better Business Bureau says it's a prime opportunity for scammers to attack those that are looking for a deal. Don O'Brien, a scam investigator at the Better Business Bureau, says watch out for those deals that are too good to be true. And according to the Better Business Bureau, nearly 80% of holiday shoppers turn to online methods to find that best deal, which is a prime opportunity for scammers. The best tips to beat the fraudsters are to review the return policy and warranty information. Oftentimes, scammers leave out that information, leaving you stuck with the item and no return policy. Moving now to obituaries, which can be found at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com and are brought to you by Sutton Memorial Home. This is Chad Sparks.
When a loved one passes, grieving family members and friends often are confronted with dozens of decisions about the funeral arrangements. Sutton Memorial Homes in Taylorville and Nokomis have been helping families in the area for over 55 years with these often difficult decisions. They offer pre-planning, traditional funerals, and cremation. Austin and the staff at Sutton Memorial Homes' goal is to make your family's transition easier in their time of need. Sutton Memorial Homes, where caring is what they do best.
88-year-old Nellie Fleming of Rochester died on October 21st. Visitation is November 13th from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. Funeral service will be November 13th at 11 a.m. at Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. Funeral arrangements are being handled by Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. 63-year-old Rhonda Corbin of Morrisonville died on October 23rd. A celebration of life will be on November 8th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Morrisonville American Legion in Morrisonville. Douglas, or Doug Scott Crawford of Taylorville, formerly of Kincaid, died on October 23rd. A celebration of life will be on November 9th at 1 p.m. at the Funky Monkey in Taylorville. Funeral arrangements are being handled by McClure Funeral Home and Cremation Services in Taylorville. 75-year-old Robert John Stevens of Taylorville died on October 15th. Visitation is November 1st from 9 a.m. till 11 a.m. at Grace Baptist Church in Taylorville. Memorial service will be on November 1st at 11 a.m. at Grace Baptist Church in Taylorville. Burial will be at Oak Hill Cemetery with military honors. Funeral arrangements are being handled by Sutton Memorial Home in Taylorville. And 85-year-old Walter William Baird of Taylorville died on October 4th. Memorial service will be November 2nd at 2 p.m. at Taylorville Moose Lodge. Funeral arrangements are being handled by Morand and Goebel Funeral Home in Decatur. Get details on these and other local news stories at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com or hear them every hour on WTIM. WTIM is your only local news radio.